Indonesia, Southeast Asia's biggest democracy, is burning. At least 7 people are dead, parliament buildings set ablaze, and riot police are battling angry crowds on the streets. But what started this chaos? The answer lies in lawmakers' perks and public anger over inequality. In this explainer, we break down the protests sweeping Indonesia, why they started, how they turned deadly, and what comes next for President Prabowo Subianto's government. It all began with a shocking revelation. Reports showed that 580 lawmakers were receiving a housing allowance of 50 million rupiah per month. That's nearly 10 times the minimum wage in Jakarta and 20 times in poorer provinces. At a time when millions face rising unemployment, high taxes, and soaring living costs, the news sparked outrage. Students, labor unions, and workers marched on parliament demanding justice. The rallies began peacefully, but tensions exploded when police vehicles rammed into protesters. A 21-year-old motorcycle taxi driver, Afun Kurniawan, was killed. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto, in a specially recorded video message, expressed his condolences, adding that he had called for a thorough probe into the incident.
Saudara-saudara sekalian, sekali lagi, saya terkejut dan kecewa dengan tindakan petugas yang berlebihan. Saya sudah perintahkan agar insiden tadi malam diusut secara tuntas dan transparan, serta petugas-petugas yang terlibat harus bertanggung jawab. Seandainya diketemukan mereka berbuat di luar kepatutan dan ketentuan yang berlaku, akan kita ambil tindakan sekeras-kerasnya sesuai hukum yang berlaku.
However, Afun's death ignited widespread anger. In Jakarta, riot police fired tear gas as protesters hurled stones, bottles, and fireworks. In Makassar, mobs set fire to a parliamentary building, killing at least 3 people. Across Yogyakarta, Surabaya, Medan, and Bandung, police stations and state buildings were attacked. The violence didn't stop at government sites. Homes of political leaders were looted, including a house owned by Finance Minister Sri Mulyani Indrawati. Shops and police headquarters were torched, forcing businesses to close and the stock market to tumble. Investor confidence was shaken. Indonesia's currency fell sharply as images of burning cities spread worldwide. President Prabowo Subianto quickly moved to calm the storm. He revoked lawmakers' housing perks, suspended overseas trips, and promised stricter rules on benefits. But at the same time, he ordered the police and military to crack down. He warned that violent protesters could be charged with treason or terrorism. Political parties in his coalition even suspended several MPs for defending the perks. Despite the concessions, protests are set to continue. Student groups want deeper reforms, higher minimum wages, job security, and real accountability. Observers warn that a security-heavy approach may only fuel more anger. With fresh rallies planned in Jakarta and other cities, the unrest may not end soon. Indonesia's riots reveal a deeper frustration, economic hardship, inequality, and a disconnect between leaders and the people. The housing allowance may have lit the fire, but what keeps it burning is public anger over years of broken promises. For more explainers on global events, subscribe to the Indian Express.